everybody, and welcome to the worst idea of all time, a podcast where I take Guy Montgomery off guard. Yeah,
that's right. He takes me off guard into the waters of. Go ahead.
Stabbed
when you spoke.
When I hit the record button,
I was just singing. I was singing a song. I was singing that song that goes, "Walk right in, step right out." You know the song? Baby boo doo 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 doo.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's talking about a new way you're walking. Sounds fun.
Wow.
Everyone's got a new way to walk. I'm Guy Montgomery. That's Tim Batt, and we've got a very special guest in this episode. We're joined by the wickedly talented.
We need a new gag for that.
I know it's the only one there is.
Okay.
The one and only Angella Dravid.
Hello, hi.
Hi, Angela.
Hello, how are you?
Angella Dravid. I'm going to say your name normally once, just so we've got
Yeah, so it's on the record. I'm great, thank you. All the better for seeing you, my dear.
Angela's our pal.
Angela is our pal. She is an outstanding comedian, the champion, previous champion of Taskmaster NZ.
Thank you.
And also,
you're the inaugural winner. No one will ever change that.
That's true.
Doesn't matter how many seasons they have, you will always be the inaugural winner.
This is true for everyone who placed in the episode. They are the
Yeah.
inaugural second, third, fourth, and fifth place also. Importantly, though, you are someone who has just watched the 2003 soft-core erotica film Emmanuel in Rio.
Yep.
What did you think?
It was very long, wasn't it? It was quite.
But it actually wasn't.
No.
It was an hour 23.
It felt like 4 hours.
So just to ground you in the context of what Tim and I have seen prior to this film, we've watched somewhere between 26, 27
I think this is 28.
Emmanuel. So Emmanuel is a franchise that began.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
So in the 70s, and we've
You
just
need to mansplain Emmanuel to Angela Dravid.
This is a conversation for a different time, but I got to say, I think the word mansplaining is it's got to be put out to pasture.
Look, as a man, I'm with you on that.
Angela, what do you think
Of the franchise or this film?
of the word mansplaining?
Oh, mansplaining. I mean, what do I think of it? I guess I don't really think of it.
That's good too.
Yeah.
What do you do with all your free
I feel like
time?
mansplaining is if you try to explain feminine things. Like if a man told me like how I should feel when I'm PMTing, I would probably be like,
No, I don't think that's what mansplaining is. I'm doing a bad joke. Sorry, Angela. But so we've just come out of Emmanuel 2000. We've just watched 7 films, which had quite high concept plot points and, relatively speaking, probably more production values. There was a 7-part made-for-TV franchise, and this is the first independent, like, standalone Emmanuel film since then.
We actually missed a few.
I was on the Wikipedia.
You skipped ahead.
Oh, did I? We're going to go back.
But it's okay.
Really?
Yeah.
It definitely looked independent.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that, Angela?
It had a very amateur sort of feel to it, like shaky handy cam.
Yeah.
The lighting was shocking as well, and
Really bad. It felt like camcorder.
and reusing footage. Like
Yeah.
you'd see someone dancing the same dance like several times.
Which is so crazy they had to do things like that, and really long scenes.
There's a lot of like kissing, but kissing from different angles. The same kiss from like, and they replayed it, and then they went slow shot.
That's
like,
hot stuff, though. It's a porno.
Well, there was a lot of like tongue.
Yeah.
The tongue coming
Oh
out
my
of the
God,
mouth.
it's such a tongue-heavy movie.
It's
like all of them look like they were learning to kiss on set.
Yes, it
And
did look like virgins.
Yeah, and the intimacy coordinator was like a 12-year-old boy.
They did look like virgins, yeah.
None of them, yeah. The fucking was it was some of the worst.
Although I think there were a couple of unsimulated sex scenes in it.
Yeah.
Later on,
yeah.
towards the end, there was this Brazilian pop star who was like the most ordinary-looking guy in the world, and also one of the worst singers I've ever heard. But in one of his later scenes, he had a boner through some grey underpants,
Yeah.
and there was a scene where I can't remember what he was doing to the woman, but the woman was just holding statically the end of his knob. She was just holding it still. I couldn't tell
I'm
if
pretty sure that he touched her as well.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think
It
so
looked
too.
very
I don't know how you
unsimulated.
fake that shot.
Yeah.
Weirdly, his sex scenes, because the first sex scene between the woman who plays Emmanuel, and this was her only credit as Emmanuel, this actor. Her
Emmy, as she's known, in
Emmy in
99% of the movie.
Her and the model. She's shooting one of the most famous models, one of her favorite models to work with.
Yeah.
Their first sex
he likes
scene.
to be touched.
Yeah, was one of the most uncomfortable sex scenes I've ever seen.
Was it Tarzan?
It was
Yeah,
Tarzan.
Yeah, there's a
I
guy
love
there
how
called Tarzan.
she's narrating it like a Dear Diary.
Yes.
But it's not very insightful. It's like
But-
he's a beautiful model and he likes to be touched.
Her vocab is crazy. Like she keeps talking about these big philosophical concepts. There'll be like 20 minutes of just one sex scene that's really either worrying or really poorly done. And then something about Emmanuel being like, it's time for us to explore the next dimension of sensory
Realm.
care with humanity and bringing us all as one. It's like, wait, what are you, what?
But then the next scene should be slut shaming. Like,
Yeah.
Maria is a common whore.
Yeah.
It was actually Danielle.
Danielle.
Even by Brazil's loose moral standards, Danielle is considered a whore. It was pretty close to the
And that's
exact
just
quote.
because like Danielle doesn't have sex while ruminating on the idea of a higher plane of consciousness. But otherwise, they're
She
pretty
was
much-
sober.
She was fine. I
Her
thought.
fallibility is she wasn't high as hell.
Yeah.
It was
I also like the high fiving of Emmanuel and Maria, like because Maria finally got to sleep with the pop star,
yes.
and then at the end they kind of like high fived each other at the campfire, like
Angela,
we did it.
Tell us what happens in this movie as you can recall it.
Oh God! So I watched it last night while I was falling asleep.
Did you make it to the end?
I did. I had to force myself to watch it. So she, there's a photographer named Emmanuel, and she is trying to record Brazilian nightlife, and she goes to a Mardi Gras, and she's in a weird love triangle, with the model, but also this American guy. Oh,
Harry.
Yeah. So
I've written in my notes, Harry man guy. I
yeah.
don't know what that means.
So she's in this love triangle, and and the story seems to take place as she's trying to select models for Harry's music video. Well,
He's shooting it.
Harry's shooting music video.
For the biggest pop star in Brazil, rock
Yeah.
star in Brazil.
Yeah, his name is Jose or Jose.
Yeah, depending on who you ask in the film. And Harry's American, right?
Harry's
Yeah.
American, but they dubbed him.
They did dub
He
him.
lives in LA. They dubbed a lot of it.
They dubbed the tongues.
Even though he was speaking in English, they
Yeah.
still dubbed him.
He was dubbed. There were some people who were speaking like sort of broken English who
Yeah.
weren't dubbed. But then they overdubbed a chair falling over with like some 8-bit video game thuds.
They had a
which
lot of
was
fun.
strange.
They had a lot of fun in post.
And they overdubbed tongues, which was so
They
weird
really,
and
whoever
loud.
the Foley artist was, really went to town on the tongues. It was disgusting.
Two women were hooking up in a scene in a shower, and you could just hear the tongue so loudly, and that's not a normal thing.
But sometimes the tongue was like badly timed, so you weren't
Yeah.
sure if it was the genitals touching or the tongue.
Famously, genitals sound like this.
God, I feel sick.
I hate it. I hated it so
There's
much.
also like a couple of splice shots of like the barge, or was it the cruise ship?
Yeah.
And just to show that it was there and not a photograph, they just put the foghorn.
That's some movie magic right there. I couldn't believe how bad this was. Like, this is, I think, the worst one by far
this
that
is
we've watched.
historically bad. And
It was an all-timer.
I've found through some research a little bit of context for how this film was made. If you respectively wouldn't mind my sharing. So this is courtesy of a review on Letterboxd by a user named Maths.
Stop saying letterboxed until they give us money, okay?
This is Blaze Pizza all over again. We're going to send them the invoice after we've done the work.
Okay. New Zealand-based company, so we
Now
can
this
track
reads,
them down.
this was never intended to be an Emmanuel film. Producer Alan Saritsky came up with the idea of shipping an American actor and an American a director down to Brazil to shoot a mostly improvised movie on video.
Oh my God.
That explains
Oh
it.
my God, of course.
Yeah.
At least one director, the great Rolf Konevsky, told Sritsky that it was a terrible idea and he wanted nothing to do with it. Kevin Alba apparently relented and went down to make the film. It did not turn out well. In fact, it turned out so badly that half the film had to be redubbed and had the Emmanuel name slapped on it just so a distributor would pick it up. And also, apparently the experience was crappy enough that Albert has never directed another film.
Wow.
Whoa, this was his one and done? Or maybe his last one to do?
Yeah. So I mean, that makes so much sense for how this film looks and feels like.
There are some real lessons in this movie. Like, there are arguments that happen in this which are obviously unscripted, and they resemble a real-life argument where there's two people at loggerheads repeating the same sentence, respectively.
Yeah.
And it happens, like, twice, at least, in this movie. And it goes on for so long where someone's just... it's when Harry and Emmy fall out, and Harry's going to leave. And she's like, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Leave.
I don't care. I
Go
don't want to
now.
hear it. Because
Yeah.
she finds a sex tape with another woman. He's
It's
like,
not even a sex tape.
But then
yeah, whatever the fuck.
well, it's important in the context. I
Sorry,
know that the
okay.
movie's not important, but in the context
It's
of
a
the
little
movie,
more like a sizzle reel.
it's
there.
he's come home and Danielle, Emmanuel's flatmate / cousin or whatever, is
The whore.
The
Her words, not mine.
The common
Yeah.
whore has she's seen Harry. Harry's come home earlier, and she's seen Harry and said, "Can you make a little video of me?" Because he's carrying his video camera, and he's like, "Well, I shouldn't, but okay." Then he films her sort of parading around in a sarong, you're poking it. I watched this in bed. Chelsea was waking up short summit with me this morning, and every time she saw titties, she'd go, "Titties!" And then at the end of the movie, she said, "I like how much titties there are in this film," which was, an admirable quality in the movie. But he shot this sort of titillating little reel, and then Emmanuel sees it and goes, "I can't believe you've done this."
I
And then
can't believe you've done
this is the basis for this very sort of contradictory argument.
But the futility of it, because you kind of forget. You watch a film, you watch what's his name, Aaron Sorkin thing, and you're like, God, this is overwritten. No one talks like that. But then you watch this, and you're like, this is why we write stuff down that we make into movies. Because if we depicted how actual arguments happen on film, it would be awful. And I know that because I just watched it happen.
Well,
It's the same way that we need to choreograph fights, because if you watched how most street
There's
brawls
nothing
go down,
feisty or clever in it. It was just like
two
stating
dudes
fact.
hugging and grappling to the
Yeah.
ground. It's like, this wasn't really a movie. This was just someone carried a video camera around and some people had sex around the camera. And then someone
Yeah.
in post on sound just locked themselves in a room for 2 weeks with a bunch of Red Bulls and went ham on it.
Yeah. Well, in the argument, I just remember finding it quite funny that Harry is like, I'm leaving. Then he gets to the door and he's like, really? You really want me to go? And he comes back in to like restart the argument. Oh, yeah. And he like restarts the argument to go back in the door. And he just kept playing this weird tug and war of like, do you really want me to go?
Yeah.
And
it was like people learning how to do improv.
Yeah.
So it was like he didn't know that the scene could end, and so he kept creating a reason to come back and keep the scene going. And then usually you could take care of that in post, but they were like, well, we won't want to lose any of
Let's
this
see
great
where it
stuff.
goes.
Yeah.
I've never done this before, and this may be foolhardy, but can I play some of the movie on here?
Yeah, please do.
So because
Her voice is quite monotonous. As
it's
well.
crazy.
It sounds like
Yeah.
text edit. You know when you used to put words into like a document and get the
Yeah, it
computer to
reads
read
out.
it back? That's exactly.
I haven't teed this up ahead of time, so hopefully I've edited this episode a little bit, but for you two, you're going to have to just endure it. Hold on. Actually, I do want to play this bit, because this was the coolest bit of the whole movie. Check this out.
It was good,
The following program contains nudity, sexuality, and coarse language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hell yeah, dude. There were flames on screen just there.
Yeah.
It got me excited. I was like, we're in Rio. We got a cool sounding dude. We got flames. Things are happening. But then,
I remember her being like, "Oh yeah, sorry, go."
you go.
I just remember she got stood up for dinner. Her dinner
yes.
date.
Yeah.
But it just led to nothing. There was no reason for her to be stood up. We didn't even know that she was going to have dinner. There was no reason for us to have that.
No,
scene.
but
Oh, yeah, what the fuck was that about?
it betrayed her trust. And she was like, Harry.
That was Harry again, right?
Yeah, you're late for dinner. And
you
he
left
said,
me waiting for 2
He
hours.
said, that's why I called. I'm late. She said, I don't believe you. I don't trust you. Never contact me again. And then they were like hanging out the next
The
day.
next day. And then she's like, Alex, I need you to come over. And then Alex is like, I know. I know.
Alex was the best friend.
Yeah.
Alex was a highlight. So she introduces this guy about 2/3 into the movie, her best friend called Alex,
Yeah.
and this guy shows up in a fluoro green do-rag and like a blouse with like a full-length finger ring on his middle finger, and she starts rattling off her problems. She's like, I'm not happy.
I know.
I don't trust him.
I know.
I have a boyfriend in America.
I know. I do too.
And then, to be fair, I'm struggling to come up with more stuff, but that was good improv because she comes up with a list of 10 things, and his response every single time is,
I know.
and then later on, she, like, to get back at Harry or whatever, she's working on his music video he's directing, and she gets him to come and be like the props department or something.
yeah, that's
And
right.
he's like, his ambition for this music video is incredible. He's like, we're going to have tigers and drums and the guitar in the jungle.
And an altar.
Yeah. And
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
it
a
was-
church
it was
altar.
really
for the
strange.
sacrifice. And so he starts talking to the best friend and he's like, did you get the tigers? Roar!
No.
Did you get the goats? You know the goats.
No.
Did you get the monkeys? Oh, ah!
No. And he's like, you can't forget the monkeys.
And then,
got nothing.
then mercifully, because they've been like the one thing they've been constantly referencing and building towards in this movie is that Harry has to direct a music video for this Hosey, for this this rock star, and they play the music video in its entirety.
The whole, yeah, it's like 3 or 4 minutes long.
And it's just this guy on a boat and all of these
Yeah.
beautiful topless women behind him.
It's fucking unbelievable.
God.
Here's some of the movie. I don't even know what bit this is. I think it's the Danielle quote. Let's see what this is.
She uses her body to debase herself, not to merge with the greater understanding of the infinite. Daniel flits from man to man with no thought of who they are. Even by the liberal Brazilian standards of morality, Daniel is an exception. She behaves like a common whore.
This also flies in the face of like Emmanuel Law, which
Yeah.
is sort of like Emmanuel is this really open-minded
It's a
person
sex positive.
it's such a sex-positive franchise, and in all the other installments, she's like guiding people into open-mindedness. And she also keeps talking about this is also a ridiculous thing about this. She keeps talking about how like romance is bigger than two people, and like you always need a third party, and she doesn't want to be owned by Harry, and she wants
This is
to,
pre. Oh, is this in this
This
one?
is in this one,
Is
She-
it?
and,
Yeah.
she, and she wants to remain free.
Oh yeah.
And then the whole like the whole her central storyline, Emmanuel, is just this very boring domestic sort of dissatisfaction with her one male partner. And at the end of it, the resolution is they wind up together in like what seems to be a very drab monogamous relationship. So it's like not just against all of the Emmanuel laws that have been set up in previous installments. In this specific movie, the voiceover is running directly contrary to the action of the
Yeah.
film.
Right.
I don't even want to talk about this movie.
Well, we must.
I don't know.
I
We
just
can
found it
do
a
whatever
little
we
bit
want.
turfy.
Yeah. It was like kind of racist as well. There's a quote I wrote down. Maria is lovely. She's the perfect blend of the mixtures that make up Brazil. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Sounding a little sniff of eugenics there.
Yeah.
But this, I mean, if you think about the production of it, this all makes sense. And this stands alone.
They also had an Indian. They called her an Indian as well. Do you remember? And she had like a feather or some headdress on, and she had like a Cherokee American kind of thing.
Oh, so like a Native American.
Native American, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they do you remember? They were
I
going
do not
through the
remember.
different models.
Go ahead. I neither of us remember this. I just watched the movie. I was a little bit in and out though, I have to confess.
But she
I tried my best.
It's kind of that's her there.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
there-
her.
there.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let's see what audio accompanies this. I'm checking out of talking about this movie. I hated it.
Well, no, but
wanna
instead
talk about
you're
anything
you're
else.
just playing
Oh, it's just her dance.
Can't hear you, guy. Can't hear you
Oh,
over
this is the pop song.
the biggest rock star in Brazil, Hosey.
Doing a director's commentary of this film would actually be really fun.
This does feel kind of like one of those YouTube shreds videos where like someone got their hands on an original sort of just under 90-minute length film and then redubbed it with the most boring with like a deliberately bad version of a movie.
Right. Yeah.
You know the Shreds videos? Like the Beach Boys singing I Get Around, and they've just redubbed it with like the worst possible singing and off-time instrumentations.
I have,
It's
yeah.
like that, but movie length.
Yeah.
We could, I think if we just took the visuals of this, the three of us could make a way better movie.
I think so. Also, Tarzan. This is when Tarzan was looking through the window
Yeah.
and saw the two women showering.
Yeah.
And then all the other models saw the two. And there was just a weird peeping Tom shot of everyone looking inside. But there was no action, really. It was just two girls showering.
They hooked up.
They
What are you
hooked
talking
up,
about?
but I noticed one was like giving it 110% on the nipple action. And the other one was...
110.
And the other was like really reluctant to do it. Did you notice that there was inconsistencies?
I sort of, when they get to the sex
the
scenes,
good
I actually
news-
have a huge amount of trouble paying attention. Like the sex scenes to me are the most painful part.
This
The
is
good
where
news
they
is the
look
movie's
in.
playing right now for all of
Yeah.
us on my laptop.
Voyeurism features so heavily across all of the Emmanuel films.
Yeah, there's a real thing about that, about looking at people having sex.
Or having sex with when people might see you.
Yeah.
But so you believe that these
Oh,
two
there was
in the
there was
shower-
one who was more into it than the other, and
I reckon the brunette is more into it than the blonde
Yeah.
at this stage.
Is it another thing to bear in mind is
And they're off. Two sexy women, topless in a shower, but they've still got bikini bottoms on. The brunette one's a little bit more into it and giving it 110%. The blonde's trying to get aroused, but it's not working because she's heterosexual and been forced into a poorly paid porno.
yeah,
They're coming around the bend. We're out of any kind of story or musical direction,
yeah
so
there
we're
we
just
are.
going to resort
There's
to slow motion
110%
shots.
right there.
these
Ugh.
You can't see what's happening, but that was the
See,
most.
look at it.
it's just a lot of tit for
She's
tat
so
with nipples.
reluctant.
The tongue.
She's so reluctant. She's like, I really don't want to.
These movies instilled the idea in teenage boys of our generation that the nipple is the main pleasure center on a woman's body.
The clitoris is on the tip of the nipple, according to the Emmanuel
Basically,
series.
what you want to do is set up camp on the nipple and don't venture anywhere else, except maybe a glancing brush over the mons pubis.
Yeah, it's a dangerous way to get your sex ed, and that's why we need
There
to
was
make sure
also
the public
some
school
male
system
nipple
covers this.
licking in this as well.
Yeah, there was, because they're in Rio, man. It's a progressive society.
I thought that was the most like cutting edge thing of this, is that they showed a man having his nipples licked, which you just don't normally see in
you
porn.
just don't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, men have nipples too.
Have a hoon.
I got to say, I find my nipples to be incredibly ticklish. When
Right.
anything even
Yes,
glances, if there's anything
Someone's
brushes my
looking at
nipple,
them.
I'm sort of like, I get a bit like a,
I think men get kind of weirded out by nipples. Oh, there's a do-rag.
We do.
Fluorescent
That's
do-rag.
Alex.
yeah.
turning the
What
movie
your
off.
experience is? Men get weirded out around
Yeah.
their own nipples.
Yeah, I think if there's only been one person where I've licked their nipples and they've been like, yeah, no, I'm into this.
Out
but there's
of
a lot.
ballpark.
Yeah, ballpark. Oh.
Well,
You
like-
don't need to force a ballpark figure.
No, in terms of how many dudes' nipples you've licked.
Oh. I mean, I feel like now that I know that men aren't into it, I do it more.
Hashtag. Not all men, though.
It's
Some
true.
men may be into it.
Yeah.
And you found one. And that's how you know you got to keep her.
No, I think that you just gotta. Yeah, I don't know.
If you find a man who you can lick the nipple of and he's into it, you marry
it's
that
not
man.
so much if they're into it or not. Like, you don't have to be into it. I guess you just.
It's up to you.
Yeah. I don't know. The person I'm seeing at the moment doesn't like his nipples being licked. But then I think it's also because you just don't see it enough in porn or in softcore porn or anything.
To think that this is part of the experience.
Yeah. Well, I just sort of feel like, what part of nature do you see nipples being tweaked, and why is that such a feminine thing? Babies don't tweak nipples, really, you know?
Nature. Hold on. We're all over the map now.
No, but I understand what you're saying. But that might be why we associate mouths around women's nipples, is because it's embedded in our biology.
And then I guess like men's nipples don't do much.
They do.
But they have milk ducts.
Men
Yeah.
I don't know
Men
that.
have milk ducts.
empty.
Sometimes some men lactate.
There was actually
Really?
there was a guy at my school who used to be able to get it was one of his things. He could get a teaspoon of milk out of himself.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But then I was always like, I don't think that's milk, man. I think you want to go
He's
talk to
coming from
someone.
his teeth.
Yeah. I don't know if it was cum or pasta.
No, it's milk. It's a fluid. It's
Yeah.
Pasta's a fluid.
Cum is a
yeah,
fluid.
it's true. But I think like he
This
was
is horrible.
probably producing milk, but
Wow, I didn't know.
No,
I didn't know fellas could do that.
Don't, is this
men
true?
can get breast cancer too. I
knew
didn't
that
realize
one.
that.
Do we all have 8 nipples in the womb?
What?
I think
No?
I think there's like a milk line duct which has different. Like I think there's a line of milk ducts, but only 2. But they're connected to the 2 nipples. But that's why if you get a third nipple, it's along the line of the milk duct.
Yeah.
Is that
Holy
right?
shit.
This is what. This is because some people have 2 extra nipples and they're just like perfectly formed littler nipples beneath where
So
the
they're-
nipples ordinarily lie.
Yeah, so maybe with mammals and stuff, they'll have like a line of
Like a doggy.
yeah.
Whoa. I didn't know we had that at any point.
We probably don't give as birth to that many babies now. But
You think that's why the numbers come down?
Oh, yeah. That actually might be it.
Yeah.
yeah, back in the day,
When we-
Fuck,
everyone
what
used to
else
be
do you
having
guys know that I've never heard of
Everyone
before?
used to be
Guys
having
can milk
octuplets.
8 nipples in the womb? What else you got for me? This is top-notch stuff.
I got very little else. I mean, like, anytime I know anything remotely science-related that you don't, I feel like I'm out of my depth and probably lying. Because I'm like, well, if Tim hasn't heard about it, maybe I just made this up.
it's weird. Sometimes you think, did I dream it or
Yeah.
is it a real thing?
Well, I think that's real. I mean,
think
there's
that
2
is
of us.
real, yeah.
There's one of you.
Oh, I totally believe it. That's just ignorant to the fact. How much do you reckon this movie cost to make?
$10.
Oh, my friend who was a sex worker, told me that there was a client who liked having his nipples tweaked, and so one day they were having sex, and she turned the lights off, and she was like tweaking his nipple, but nothing was happening. He wasn't making a sound or anything, and then the lights turned on. She realized that she was tweaking his mole.
And he didn't say anything.
Yeah,
I can appreciate how that could happen. I've got like a, I guess it's a mole, like a big old, yeah, it's a mole, like quite close to the nipple, and you don't have feeling in there.
But you know,
A classic-
you can feel like someone's fingers around the mole.
A classic mix-up.
Well, so this is
Should
another-
you fake it out of politeness? If someone's tweaking your mole,
No,
should be like,
you should-
oh yeah, oh yeah.
No, you redirect them to the nipple. Don't just quite. This is an issue. This happens at this point. Is the men? No, men never make men don't grunt or really at all during
no, there's no grunting
during the sex. And in New Zealand,
They dubbed it out
all of the grunting,
and then didn't
Oh,
dub it
possibly.
back in. The men may have been grunting at the time.
they were just quietly going about their work
There
of
was
strapping their flaccid penis to the inside of their thigh and like humping
Humping
another
a leg.
Yeah,
At the beginning scene where Emmanuel has sex with Tarzan,
this is the least chemistry I've seen on the screen in my life.
It was crazy. I was watching it and I was like, this should be somewhat arousing, and yet, like,
it wasn't.
isn't it all? It's crazy.
But they were doing one position and then they flicked over to doggy, and he actually changed it. He put his hand in front
Yes.
of to imply that he was
was-
inserting himself
I know,
in.
and he did it in, like he was so nervous. He did it in like half a second, and then like very blatantly just started like shaping sort of his, I guess, mons pubis around the curve of her ass. These must be like 'cause the scenes where you have chemistry or a friendship with the other person. Maybe if you're simulating a sex scene in that situation, you could have fun with it. Like it might be at least bearable. But like when there's so little between the 2 actors, it's really tough to watch. You just feel
Yeah.
so poorly for them both.
The idea of doing a softcore pornography and like doing a sex scene with a pal is quite funny. to
Yeah.
me.
But it might translate if you're jokey with each other. Then that can come across as like familiarity.
And
You're
get
right, 'cause that-
genuine
Yeah.
chemistry.
Physical intimacy is a little
Yeah.
bit easier to achieve if
Well,
you've been
I guess
wrestling for 8 years.
It's also a trust
because your
exercise.
mates.
It's like it's trust. If you trust the other person, then you can relax around them and know that you're in a safe circumstance.
Right.
But like these people clearly don't know each other very well. They're both not professional actors. They're both just like attractive people who were next to someone with a video camera who was like, I'm making a movie. And then you
Yeah.
can see all of that terror and like unfamiliarity and discomfort on the screen.
And the guy holding the camera, you can tell there's shit on the floor and he's trying to like hop around it without causing too much of a scene.
You can see that on the shots. You can see someone like stepping over 2 shoes and a sandal and like almost slipping on a sock. I like that one thing that they did show in this movie was when the pop star first has sex with Danielle, well, he's still got his undies on.
Oh, yeah.
He's got his undies on.
Yes.
Well, I thought it was so you can't see his balls.
Oh, but I mean, everyone else has their undies off all the time. You don't see their balls.
That's true.
This guy's got his undies off. I'm now just clicking around and playing various bits
This
of the movie
looks
quietly.
unsimulated to me.
Yeah, this was the one that was real dicey to me.
And that was actually, they both did a vaguely good job of simulating an orgasm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
that's the
buying
other
it from
problem
you.
as well. It never showed an orgasm. It just went straight to the next scene.
Why do you think they never showed an orgasm? Who's going to come
No,
if you...
no, but they didn't even like stop or like
Yeah,
kiss
yeah.
or like normally to show the end of a scene.
Yeah.
It kind of just stopped. It kind of just went to the next shot.
Can you actually, Tim, because after this, we're near the final scene in the film. This is when the pop star and Marie or whatever, they have sex at Emmanuel and Harry's apartment. And then Emmanuel and Harry come back and they're just kicking it on the deck and he's playing
Oh
a
yeah,
song.
that's right.
Could you please play the song? Because I think a very funny exercising game would be to imagine you come home to your apartment or a friend's apartment and your friend is earnestly sitting on the deck playing the song on the guitar and you have to be like, dude, you gotta stop.
At least they went to the trouble of getting it recorded in a studio. There's reverb on his voice.
Can you hear how hard he is singing?
Yeah.
The plot twist is that this is the music video. The whole movie was a music
It's weird,
video.
eh? This is like a second
Yeah.
music video. That
They
they've
hold
got.
hands like, yeah, we did it.
We did it. We fucked. We finally
I
had
just
sex.
Emmanuel keeps banging on about how 2 people isn't enough for like enlightenment, sexual enlightenment or a relationship, and she only ever has sex with one other person.
That's true. Yeah, she has. And Harry doesn't have sex with anyone. I don't think he signed the clause that was like
The sex
nudity.
clause.
I
Yeah.
wanted to
He
punch
was my-
Harry in the fucking head.
He was my favorite
this
actor
entire
though.
film. Are you serious?
Yeah.
He sucked.
Yeah, but he sucked not as an actor, as a character.
I think he tried his best with the character.
Nah, I'm not giving you to that because his delivery on those lines, like if he had a bit
He had
more
the most
chops
outrage with the
improv-
monkeys line. He had the most outrage. And
Now listen, it was a fun scene. I'll
He was,
give you
the,
that.
he was the only fucking thing holding this movie together. If you take Harry out, this whole fucking thing collapses.
This
around
whole
him.
thing was a flaccid tent. It was at no point held up. Do you know what held it up? The first thing at the start, it said, "This movie contains some
Yeah.
titties,
Oh, yeah, that's
flames, warning,
Yeah.
adult only."
You'll get that on all of the legal means in which you might watch Emmanuel and Rio. You get that.
That's got nothing to do with the methodology.
yeah, it's not sexy. I mean, The Room
Nothing.
was sexier than this. And
The Room
The
with Tommy
Room,
Wiseau.
yeah,
Who would you
They
fuck
are
in the
actually-
room?
in The Room.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the side character. I've forgotten his name now.
That hot guy.
Yeah, hot
Yeah.
guy.
Which hot guy? This
His
is
friend.
Tommy
Mark?
and the
The guy he's playing football with on
Yeah,
the roof.
yeah.
I did not hit her. I did not.
was
the guy who
good.
plays the ball with there.
That was
Yeah.
really good.
This had a room sort
Guy.
of quality to it.
Guy,
It did.
who's your number one fuck in the room?
Who's my number one fuck in the room?
Lisa. Lisa.
I get, who
I
you
don't
got? You
remember
got
that line.
Lisa. You got Tommy's mum.
You got the guy who keeps like
Oh, number one. I thought you were talking about
maybe the mum.
the room that we're in, not the film The Room.
Well, we're just talking about the film, The Room.
film,
yeah,
The
yeah.
Room.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel much more comfortable with the question.
But you can choose to answer however
no.
you wish.
I guess I don't know. I guess when he, do you know who it is? It's the dog when he says "Hi, doggy." That
You
little
want to
dog.
fuck the dog?
Yeah,
You're a wild man.
yeah. I'm crazy.
For me, probably Tommy Wiseau himself. He's so mysterious and leathery that I'd be quite like intrigued to mess
His
around
body
with his
looks
body.
like marble. It's so white
Yeah.
and veiny.
Yes,
And it just looks like
he has the appearance of a vampire because
He
he could
does.
be like 600.
yeah. It's like if a vampire like was a raisin at the same time.
Tell me why so. A raisin and a vampire had a kid.
Yeah,
and
he's
that
just-
kid started getting into the movie business.
Yeah.
Well, there's a part of our podcast, Angela, that I regret to inform you we must do. Mm-hmm. And it's nothing to do with any of us, really. It's a guy who comes by around about now.
It's not up to us, Angela.
And he demands...
It's up to him.
He demands satisfaction. Boner Inspector! Boner Inspector!
Or because we have a woman guest.
Pussy Patrol! Pussy Patrol! Any boners or murmurings in vaginas?
Oh, no, nothing.
Can I tell you something, Boner Inspector?
Yes?
This is the least aroused I have been watching any Emmanuel film.
Yeah.
It was staggering to me.
I cannot stomach a step backwards. I must find a boner by the end of this series.
Hold on, Angela's got something to say.
No. It was like, it actually put me off sex a little bit.
It put you off sex in real
Yeah,
life?
yeah.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah, that was it. It wasn't a sexy film. I don't know why it wasn't.
What put
But-
you off?
Yeah, because the people were hot.
Yeah, people were like attractive and I don't know, it was, and the setting was nice too.
I
But
think there was something about it being in Rio and the sheer amount of topless women that were around is like, I really normalized it instantly. Like, oh yeah, we're in Rio.
and they
We're at the beach.
they also put that statue Jesus in it as well. They spliced it in between. It's like
What's that called again? The
Christ the Redeemer.
Thank you.
Huge boner under his cassock. Tucked into his waistband, of course. Not visible, but you know it's there.
You think Christ the Redeemer was carved with a big boner?
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
The statue is named so for his erection, not for the actual statue itself.
What? The Redeemer is the name of his penis?
His boner?
Wow. Do you have a different name for your penis when it's erect, Boner Inspector? Like is it a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde situation?
Absolutely.
I think Mr. Hyde is when it's flaccid for sure.
Yes, and I call him Mr. Seek when he's up.
Oh boy. All right. Well, look, no activity for you here. So.
Well, fuck the both of you.
All right. Good to see you, Boner Inspector.
See
Nothing
you.
for
Hey,
me.
actually, hold on. Guy hasn't said
Yeah,
so.
it's okay. Don't worry. Nothing from me either. I totally agree with Angela's point. This turned me off the idea of sex. I asked Chelsea not to watch this movie with me.
Oh,
Have
wow.
you been watching the other ones with your partner?
No, it was just like the time I had to watch it. was,
I watched this with my partner
Did you?
and he said he enjoyed the tits.
Him and Chelsea would get along great.
Get these kids together.
Yeah.
Very well. See
Hold
you
on,
later.
Boner Inspector.
Okay, what is it?
Well, it's just for many episodes I've been thinking that I kind of think we should just hang out more. It feels like you come in here and do your job. I wanted to get to know you a little better.
Well, I've got a lot of places to be.
I understand.
A lot of potential boners to inspect.
I just want to ask some questions about you because we hang out with you every episode.
Okay,
you know?
very well.
Have you got any family?
Me?
Yeah,
No,
like-
family left me long ago, married to my work.
Oh wow! So you had
How did you get into the job?
Well, I was bequeathed it by my uncle, Gary.
Gary the Boner Inspector.
Well, he just called himself Gary.
I see.
He wasn't licensed. Back when he was doing it, it was sort of bootleg work. Pretty illegal.
He was an enthusiast.
Yes.
You've taken it to a professional certified
Well,
level.
you've got to put sort of protections around yourself.
I
I do
understand.
feel like this is a sad story about a dodgy uncle named Gary.
Do you see it as a sad story?
No,
Yeah.
no, it's just my
Okay.
life's work.
Okay.
Gary's gone now. Don't have to worry about Gary.
So Gary wasn't doing this as a profession. This is something you've kind of turned into a gig.
Sort of, yes.
And what was Gary's deal? Like, was he an all right dude?
Yeah, it was pretty fine. He was clinically impotent, fascinated by other people's erections.
How
That
interesting.
explains it.
It's like a
Yeah.
Batman origin story.
Yeah.
In many ways, yes.
And then Batman doesn't have any kids, so this metaphor sort of falls down in terms of where
Neither
you
does
come
Gary.
Oh, that's true. So Batman's nephew. I don't know if Batman's got any nephews. I guess Robin.
You got to
If
stop.
Robin
You got to
became-
stop thinking about Batman.
Yeah,
Start
that's-
thinking about Gary.
Yeah, you're right. Wait, so Boner Inspector, did you have a name before you became the Boner Inspector, or was this just
Bruce.
Like, your name is
Oh.
Oh my! I feel like an asshole. I never asked your name. Your name is Bruce.
Like
Bruce the Boner
Bruce
Inspector.
Wayne.
Oh my God, Bruce! It's nice to meet you. I'm Tim.
Yes. So my parents were huge theater enthusiasts, and once they were murdered outside a show, I was taken in by my uncle Gary, and he raised me.
Wow, that's so unusual because
Yeah.
that is also how Batman
Have
got
you ever,
started.
yeah, have you ever been in a cave and just seen boners fly out of it?
No, but I do have a recurring nightmare in which that happens.
Really?
Yes,
And so taking this on has been like you facing your fear.
in many ways. Yet to see a boner, though.
You haven't seen one?
Well, apart from my own.
Wow. Bruce, you live such an interesting life.
I know.
I did have another question. And
Yes?
that's how you sort of sustain yourself financially through doing this kind of work.
My uncle's very wealthy.
Oh, Gary's still with us?
No, well, he was.
he-
Oh, I see. He died. He had
Yes.
money. Now you have money.
Of natural causes, he died, or
Is falling down a ravine natural?
I guess it's organic enough.
Is that a natural death?
By falling down a ravine. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that. Yeah, that would
He
cause a
wasn't
death.
poisoned.
Well, not that we know.
Yeah, he was poisoned, but it was the fall that.
He was poisoned at the time.
Simultaneously.
Huh. What else have I got for Bruce? Do you have any qualifications?
Yes,
What are they?
I'm a registered architect.
Is that so? That's why you knew Christ the Redeemer, like right off the top of your.
Oh,
you don't.
no, that's
It's pretty
more of a
famous,
hobby
I guess.
thing. Yeah.
I get-
So,
you-
but you know the Guggenheim?
yeah.
Yeah. Great building. I know it too.
Angela, you got any questions for Bruce before we let him go?
Circumcised or uncircumcised?
Uncircumcised.
Okay, there we are.
Really uncircumcised.
Okay, Bruce. See you next episode.
What? Don't ask me to stick around if you don't want the answers to the questions. Bye.
I wanted to. Bye.
Fuck. I think we should ask him less questions. yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I think if there's a little bit more mystery to him, it's more alluring. The more you know, the creepier it gets. Well, he seemed like a well enough meaning guy.
Yeah. I think he's on the level. I think he's okay.
Yeah.
Nice to have a bit of backstory.
I think it is. I think it's important. I just feel like such a jerk for not knowing his name was Bruce this whole time.
Yeah.
It's been on so many episodes.
Well, you know, you don't ask, he doesn't tell.
Speaking of, it sounds like someone else is at the door. Oh my God! Hello.
It's me, Joyce. It's oh God. Hello, Tim. Hello, Angela. It's me, George Lazenby.
Angela, I'd like to introduce you to one-time Bond George Lazenby,
Oh, hello.
Australian model who
Yeah.
is still alive
Yes.
Oh, wow.
and renowned for being the world's greatest listener. However, he has two distinct features. One, a throbbing erection, which is
And
surprisingly
a bum
large.
chin.
A bum chin. I guess he's got three distinct features: the bum chin, and also an unquenchable. What's the word I'm looking for? Unquenchable thirst for
Relief.
pictures on pornographic films, like story
Ah,
ideas. that sort of
okay.
thing.
For many years now, I've had this erection tucked into the collar of my shirt, and I just want respite.
Oh, so what am I pitching?
A porno.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Oh, God, he's ready to go.
Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, but it's the Wizard of Cock.
Pretty good. Take an existing IP and just whack a cock in it.
And does the same cast of characters surround Dorothy?
Yeah, so the Tin Man would be the Bin Man. God.
And what does he lack?
A big sack.
So his balls just roll around loose in his guts?
God, this has gone so far. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
We're in it now. We've got the bin man who desires a big sack. We've got
Who else was there? There's a
Cowardly
lion. The lion who, Cowardly Lion. I actually don't know what the lion would be.
what would the porno equivalent be? He is a
Well, he'd be like a hairless cat.
oh God.
Okay. Pretty freaky, but whatever you're into, I suppose.
I guess like he would be the shaved pussy.
The shaved pussy.
Okay.
Makes sense.
And what does the shaved pussy want?
Hair.
Okay. So it's a story about a cat who's biologically predisposed to not having hair, having a yearning for
A
hair.
cat with alopecia desiring fur. That's
I mean-
hot. That's sexy.
I'm invested. I'm not aroused, but I'm intrigued.
Oh, is it to arouse you?
Well, the idea is I could fund this and
Oh, I see.
in doing so, watch it and...
I think that the end of the journey is that like Emerald City would be the clitoris.
Oh,
That's a nice metaphor.
wow.
So they have to she takes this journey of going through different towns to meet these characters to find her clitoris.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Do you know, I know 3 versions of The Wizard of Oz, and I like all of them.
What are the other 2?
Wicked.
Wicked and The Wiz.
The Wiz.
You guys seen The Wiz?
No, that sounds like porn.
Oh, no, The Wiz is fantastic. It's like a Motown remake of The Wizard of Oz. But Diana Ross, I think, is Dorothy. Michael Jackson is the Scarecrow. It is awesome.
That's really cool.
Have you never heard of this, George Lazenby?
It sounds vaguely familiar. I was pretty busy when it was coming out.
What about you, Guy? Have you ever heard of The Wiz?
I've heard of it in passing. I've not seen it.
It's for no other reason. Michael Jackson's dance is the Scarecrow. I don't know. Are we allowed to watch that anymore? I don't know what the rules are these days, but it's pretty impressive.
Oh, yeah.
It's a visual spectacle of what a body can do.
Well, I kind of want to watch it now.
I think you should.
Yeah. I mean, guys, I feel like we've gotten a little off.
Oh, yeah, shit. Sorry, George. So who else is there? There's Cowardly Lion, which is Hairless Pussy.
Yeah.
We've got
The Bin Man
who
with his
desires
rolling testicles.
scrotum.
We've got the Scarecrow.
Oh, yeah, the Scarecrow.
Scarecrow.
Doesn't have a brain.
Doesn't have a brain. Well, that can... I'm not sure. Maybe that's the Scarecrow is... Because he doesn't have a brain, does he? I'm not sure what he can be.
I think the Scarecrow can be the Scare Bro.
Oh, yeah. That's
And
good.
what he desires is friendship because he does nothing but fuck.
Jesus.
And he doesn't have any relationships that aren't sexual, so he just needs some friendship. So
Yeah, that's
his,
really sweet.
his name is kind of aspirational.
It's a pretty fucked up ragtag group of people you've lumped together here.
Yeah.
Are there any others?
So you've got a woman trying to find her clitoris.
Yes.
A cat trying to grow hair.
Yes.
A man in a
bin
bin with 2 loose testicles.
Yeah, hold on.
And
Can we
a guy
pause?
who can't stop fucking, but also can't form friendships. And I'm supposed to get off to this?
Yeah, man. But hold on, can I just, before you reveal whether or not you could come to this,
Absolutely not, for a start.
Angela, the bin man, is it like an Oscar the Grouch situation or what? Like when
Oh,
you
yeah,
say
that could work.
you reckon
Oscar
it-
the Grouch.
A Muppet.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
undoubtedly one of the worst pornographic ideas I've heard.
Yeah, but they all have their own journey. So you can...
yeah, Dick.
You don't have to go with... if you don't like the bin man's journey to find a sack, then you can go with Dorothy.
Like a pick a path,
Yeah.
but a movie.
Yeah.
Is there a, can we have like
There's
a
the Wicked
porno-
Witch as well,
Oh, yep.
who could
Tell
be...
me about her.
She could be a turf.
I love that. And so then her sister, Glenda the Good,
Is, I think...
RuPaul.
yeah, RuPaul.
Oh, I do like fracking.
What is fracking?
Searching for oil using seismic activity?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
RuPaul's big into fracking.
Okay. I
Oh,
didn't
is
know
he?
that.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was like frigging.
Oh, Toto. Is there? Can we think of like an equivalent for the dog? Siri.
Siri?
Yeah, like an AI.
You guys have got a lot of work to do. You got to get in the writer's room. You got to kick a lot of
The
these
work
ideas
is happening.
around.
The work is
I
happening
think
out
I think
loud.
Toto could be a furry.
Oh, that's nice.
That is
Yeah.
nice. Okay, you kind of got me back with Toto, but overall, it's a bit of a hot mess. But what's it called? The Wizard of
What if I told you?
Cock.
What if I told you that we got Chris Nolan to direct?
Oh wow.
that fucking guy? Yeah, I do not think he's the guy for this.
But when you get Chris Nolan, you also get Hans Zimmer to score the film.
Now that's good.
So where are we on the map? Do we think
It's just going to be a whole lot. Dun 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 dun.
That's pretty good Hans Zimmer?
Well, I appreciate your time. It's not for me, but
Oh, George.
I'm sure it's for someone.
Oh.
All right, George, get the
Thank you.
fuck out of
What
here.
about the kids?
Go
The
on.
lollipop kids.
Oh yeah.
There's a whole heap of characters in it.
Well, well, hold on. I feel like we need to turn the Lollipop Kids into something. Can't just have them as the Lollipop Kids in a porno running around. It's a nightmare scenario. Apart
Are
from anything else.
they actually kids?
Yeah.
They have a
no, they're
mayor.
little people.
They're little people.
Hollywood ran out of little people for other productions while The Wizard of Oz was being shot. It affected some other movie
really?
that was being made at the time. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, do we roll with that? Do we want to get a bunch
no,
of
it's fine.
Yeah. Okay, just don't... What, Nixon?
Yeah, Nixon, I think.
Okay, no, there's no Lollipop Kids.
Doesn't make a difference to me. I'm not funding this.
Yeah, okay, all right, sweet. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by, George.
Thank you. Do you know, George, some part of me feels like if only the Boner Inspector and George Lazenby could meet each other, they could provide what the other craves.
I know.
For the Boner Inspector, a boner to inspect. For George,
Yeah.
someone to do something about his medical disposition.
Yeah.
But alas, it seems they always arrive sequentially.
One day I reckon
One's
we
an
can
introvert, one's an extrovert.
It's very difficult. Well, that feels like enough rolling around after watching
Emmanuel and Rio, 2003.
I hated this movie. I rate it so poorly that I didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, you didn't
And I
like
love hanging out with Angela Dravid. She's the best.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I struggled watching it. I kept looking at the time to be, when you look at the player
Yeah.
to see when it ends, and
Not
it was
quite
20
watching.
minutes in, and it felt like,
Yeah, I remember after the first sex scene, I checked the time and it was 10 minutes in, and I was like, that whole scene felt longer than 10 minutes. And then in my head, I was doing the maths, and I was like, what do we got? It's like a 90 or 85-minute film.
yeah, I was like, I'll
there's
just go through this so
there's
quickly.
like 7 more of these 10-minute installments to watch. They felt so long and threatening.
I wonder if it was because the plot wasn't consistent. Maybe if it had a better plot, you would be more into the sex scenes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that does.
Yeah, if anything was better in the movie, I would have enjoyed it more. I think that's a fair assessment about how it would have gone. Wait,
Yeah.
how would you rate it, Guy?
Poorly.
Out of 100?
0.
I mean, this tells you how we need to respect our actors, though, as
Yeah.
well. That you can't just get people off the street.
Respect
to-
everybody, though,
Yeah, that's true.
Writers, turns out you need them.
Yeah.
You need some writers involved with a movie.
Yeah, though, I mean, I do wonder if we could have dubbed it with a better story. Because it's not like they had to
But
stick
not-
to the script.
I wonder if we should at some point.
Not with the action that they're serving you.
Maybe after
Very-
comedy festival's done, we've all got a little bit more free time. We should sit back
Sounds-
down with Emmanuel.
Sounds awful.
Guy
This
looks
is-
like he's going to throw
It's
up.
such a bad idea. It's like we just don't have to deal with this material anymore. We can just leave it in the rear vision mirror.
What would you rate it, Angela?
Oh, 0. I mean, it was
Hold
a
on,
point.
out of 1,000.
It's still 0. But I also feel like if it was a comedy, it would be a 0.5. There was more comedy in it than there was sex.
Intentional or unintentional?
Unintentional
Yeah,
comedy.
yeah.
There's like lots of. Like the dialogue was funny because it was so bad.
Actually, Alex, the neon do-rag guy, has kicked me up to a 0.5 out of 10.
I did like Alan.
Alex.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
I know. All right, that's it. Angela, the New Zealand International Comedy Festival's coming up, and
yes.
I've looked at the program online, which is where the program is now. And do you know who's got a show?
Me.
You.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Stories for adults.
And who are the stories for?
Adults.
Perfect name.
Yep.
It sounds like a George Lazenby pitch.
Oh, actually, that would be better for George Lazenby.
Well,
He should come.
we'll pass
Yeah.
it on. Maybe you can make it along to the show. Is this? How many shows have you done at the Comedy Festival before?
Oh, this will be my 3rd show.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you did. Was the first was down the rabbit hole,
Yeah, first is
for
down
which
the
you
rabbit
won
hole.
the prestigious Billy T Award.
Oh, yeah.
Mind. And then
Yeah.
your second show was what?
Barcelona.
Barcelona, about when you went to Barcelona.
Yeah.
And found,
I used the money from the Billy T to find love, and it didn't work out.
dang.
Yeah.
And then now, Stories for
Stories
Adults.
for adults, yeah.
So if you want to head along that, if you're in Auckland, or are you going to Wellington?
I am going to Wellington.
Nice. Head along,
First week and second week in Auckland.
head along to comedyfestival.co.nz and look up Angela Dravid.
You might see me there in the
Oh,
audience.
Thank you.
Or George Lazenby, when you imagine.
Wow, I'd love to see that boner on the stage.
Bye, Angela.
See you.